everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danielle.
And I'm Andrew.
If you guys are new, if you're returning, thank you so much. In this video, it's going to be all about Andrew's favorite roller coaster at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and that is...
the Griffon. I love this thing. Imagine you're at the park, you're just hanging out, a half bird, half lion picks you up by your shoulders, carries you halfway across the place at 71 miles an hour and drops you at 205 feet to your death. That's what we're dealing with here on the Griffon. Griffon. I love this ride. What can I tell you about it? Here's a few facts about the Mythical Griffon. Number one, you're gonna hear I don't know what they're called, the employees that work the ride, check the safety of the ride. They're gonna say something, enjoy the dive from 205. That's the theme, because this ride goes up to 205 feet at its height. And you're gonna see at the top there where it overlooks and stops, and it hangs on for about 3 to 4 seconds. You're sitting at 205 feet above this beautiful park, and you just get a moment to take it all in, and you get the best seat in the entire park for 3 solid seconds. So you're at 205 feet. The type of roller coaster this thing is called a steel floorless hyper diving roller coaster. It's located here in France. It has 2 vertical drops. It has 2 Immelmans, and an Immelman is a maneuver where it goes from a dive into a loop.
For the larger guests, you can try this on for size. If you think your shoulders might be too broad, this is your seat that you can test out. All the seats look the same. They have this little overhead thing that comes over on your shoulders, and then it seatbelt buckles down here, and then the ground will leave you, and it'll be a floorless ride. So the seat is a little intimidating to me, but it makes you super safe. You feel very comfortable, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it would look like when you're all hooked up. There's some seat belts here that you would hook up to there and secure you into your ride. It's pretty exciting.
Now, what you're seeing here, this is a seat for larger riders. All the other seats do have a seat belt as well, but it's just one. So this one right here gives you a 2 option, which gives probably
for like your larger riders that have a bigger
3
chest.
or 4 inches.
Yeah.
If you have a little tummy area, if you will. A seat like this will accommodate. Yeah. Anyways, more facts about Griffon randomly. Griffon runs, like I said, 71 miles an hour. So at the top speed of 71 miles an hour with 2 drops, it takes about 3 minutes for the course to go through. So from the time you start to finish is about 3 minutes, which is one of the longer ride times in the park. So enjoy that. Also, it holds 30 people per ride. So that's actually pretty good too. It has 3 rows of 10 seats each. And they have a single rider line and a quick queue line. And they fill those in. Quick queue can pick anywhere. Single riders fill into the 2nd row. So anytime that there's empty seats, it's highly efficient. More efficient than other rides in the park. The company that built this amazing roller coaster also made several other rides in this park and other theme parks. And I might say this wrong, but Bollinger and Mabillard? But they are a big company, and they make many roller coasters across the country, but they've made many in this park that we're gonna cover in other videos. What I'm wearing right now is no gash. These glasses right here, these are acceptable if you put the back straps on them. This hat is just never acceptable. They have a locker scene right over here we're gonna show you in a second, but you can check stuff into the lockers, and you can use those lockers for one time or all day use. Also, they have bins on just the other side. So as you get ready to board, you cross over, put your personal belongings in these bins, truss system, right? And then when your ride completes, you grab your stuff and you keep going. So you can use the lockers or the bins.
Right. The lockers do cost money. So.
Oh yeah. The ride always wins with loose articles. I'm in a couple of Facebook groups, and in these groups there's always, I've lost my phone on insert ride here. I'm pinging the location. Do you think an employee will let me get it? The answer is no. Sometimes the employees do rounds and they collect the phones and bring them to a certain location and you can get it, but it could be never, it could be 2 weeks later. So just don't bring your loose articles on the ride and enjoy it.
So if you look over here on the backside of Griffon, there's actually ginormous, I mean, these are huge, paw prints of the Griffon. It's pretty cool.
Griffon is great in the summertime or the spring. If it's 85 degrees, you need some cooling down. This is the spot right here.
In order to ride the Griffon, guests must be at least 54 inches to ride. If you're unsure if you're tall enough to ride this ride, you can always stand right here. At this little display thingy, see if you touch it, you must be 54 inches tall to ride this ride. When it says right here, show your colors. At the beginning of the park, if you have a child, you're able to get your child a wristband and it'll be a different color. And certain colors means that those children are allowed to ride certain rides. So if you have a green wristband, you are able to ride this.
The Griffon was constructed and built in 2007. This track took the spot where there used to be a race car track here called Le Mans, modeled after the Le Mans Raceway in France, and it was actually a big favorite. People used to, it was a family-oriented ride where people got in little cars and drove around the track, and it was pretty fun. A lot of people got upset that that went away, but when this was built, I think a lot of these people's anger was calm, because this turned out to be one of the best roller coasters in the park.
This is Andrew's favorite roller coaster in the entire park, and every time that we come here, he's like, I'm riding Griffon. Like, this is my ride, and I get it, I respect it. It has always intimidated me. I don't know if it's that 3-second, like, standstill before they drop you or what. It just, I don't know, it's something, it's not my favorite, but it is a great ride. And why is it your favorite again?
All right, so other than the fact that it's intense, it pauses for 3 seconds with the best view in the park. It's the smoothest ride in the park. Now, I have neck and back issues, and every ride in the park says if you have neck or back issues, don't ride any of these things, right? However, I'm not that bad, but this ride, it's right here, and Apollo's Chariot in Italy are the two smoothest rides in the park that affect my neck zero. If I ride Alpengeist, or if I ride Loch Ness Monster, you might as well put me in an ambulance on my way out of the park, because those things destroy my back and neck, right? I can ride Griffon with my bad neck 30 times in a row, and I've done that. I can just keep on, no line day. And you know what? I can ride it all day. Best times of my life. Two recommendations, ride in the front, ride in the back. There's three rows. The back row gives you up to a 4.0 G-force rating on its whips, and the front row is the best view in the park. But yeah, I love this ride because of the smoothness. So if you have a bad back or neck problem, this is definitely the one you want to check out with your family.
If it's a minor thing, obviously, you know your own body, you know your person.
Right.
So, but yeah, it is a good ride at night. It's like a totally different ride. I think it's such a fun experience if you're able to ride this at night.
Because you have 205 feet of everything lit up, and it's amazing.
Right, and so it is a seasonal roller coaster. That means it may not be open year round. So if you're here and it's down for either maintenance or because of the holiday, then yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm sorry if you missed it, but definitely give it a chance if you are able to ride this ride. It was a lot of fun information, a lot of fun facts. If you have any questions, be sure to link them down below, and we will find the answers for
If you have a fun fact that we don't know about this ride, drop it down below.
Yeah.
We love comments.
Yeah, or tell us your story, if this is your favorite ride, for what reason, or your first time riding it. Like, for me, it was very scary, but for Andrew, it just blew his mind, and it was his favorite ride forever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so.
Give us a subscribe. We're going to keep this information coming. We're actually going to go ahead and make a roller coaster video for each ride in this park. So if you subscribe, hit that bell notification, you're going to get all of the information of all the roller coasters.
And I'll see you guys in the next video.